Welcome, FNusa57 here, back again on my Xbox One today to cover the brand new Gears 5 Operation 7 update, and we'll be going over everything that is new in this update. So it's a pretty massive update. This is content drop 1 for Op 7. There are no new achievements, but I will go through and explain everything that has changed, so you'll learn what's new, and I'll also offer my opinions on the changes throughout the course of going through all of the updates. Now, it is, as I mentioned, a fairly big update, and I did mention that there is no new achievements. So I am a little bit disappointed, but I will say overall with this update, I am assuming everything works correctly. I am 70% in favor of the update, that it is overall good, and 30% against a few things in the update. Now, with that being said, I would also love to get your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section for this update, so please share those. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely smash that like button and subscribe for more content, as that truly helps me out and is appreciated. So as you can see, of course, they did change the title screen, and we have a lot of new stuff, so we're going to go ahead and sign in. And this is where, if the update had given new achievements, you would unlock any retroactive achievements as with previous updates. But unfortunately, there are no new ones. Now, we should get a new trailer. They decided to not do the trailer immediately as soon as you launch the game this time, but there is a new trailer for the operation that you can check out if you wish to do so. Obviously, if you had any ranked coins, you get your ranked coins and all of that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just let it load real quick, and then we're going to go over all of the new stuff because there's actually quite a bit of new stuff. And we'll go over probably the most important things first and work our way down from there. So mostly this update focuses a large percentage on new maps, changes to PvP, and tweaks to the PvE side of content. Unfortunately, it does seem to be loading just a little bit slow. But you can get the brief description of what's new with Op 7 here, where you have two new characters, Ukon and Hannah Cole. Of course, the new Torah duty, a new map, Afira, the new PvP changes, new PvE changes, and of course, if you want, you can read the full details there. For some reason, I don't see the trailer option. Usually, you'll get a little trailer option for this, but it doesn't look like they went ahead and did that for some reason. Obviously, we have new stuff in the store, so you missed the stuff from the last operation, but we have featured skins, so like the line art set is back, and the Ronin Karn skin, that's new if you want it. New items starting off right off the bat, Ukon, which, except for the fact that it's only playable in PvP, or usable, I should say, in PvP, it's an interesting looking skin. Hannah Cole, not exactly a surprise, but not exactly a super outstanding skin set if you ask me. With that also comes the Operation 7 bundle. For those of you that are interested, you do get the Ukon skin, the Hannah Cole skin. You got a really neat weapon skin. So if you want the limited edition weapon skins, you have the Light Mass Bomb weapon skin as part of this set. And as much as I'm against the Coalition and microtransactions for how they've handled this game, personally, I think this Light Mass Bomb skin is arguably one of the best animated skins, in my opinion, that they've come out with. So it's actually pretty darn cool. But the only way to get that skin set, at least that I know of currently, is to buy this bundle. You get the mark, you get the blood spray, you get 30 days of boost and only 700 iron. So that covers the pack. Obviously, there's now the Black Steel Savage Cantus. It's in the bundle section, and of course you can get the character skins and the new banner separately if you wish to do so. Moving on from that, one of the largest changes and most apparent changes is going to be the duplicate cards. And this is something that, this is really about 25% of the update that I don't like. I like the ability to scrap duplicate cards, and I'll explain how it works, and I'll also explain why I don't like how they handled it, and it is a slap in the face to veteran players. But yes, you can now finally scrap duplicate cards. And it gives you this little pop-up. So if you've earned enough duplicates for a skill card to fully upgrade it to level 6, any further duplicates you earn of that card will now be exchanged for coins. It's retroactive rewards, so unusable duplicates already on your account will be exchanged for coins. If you own a large number of unusable duplicates, there may be a short delay before the coins appear. And, of course, the thank you for playing message. So you'll probably get this message if you've played the game. Now, this is where I don't like it. We know I had 484,000 coins at the start of this video, prior to my ranked rewards and prior to my dupe rewards. So we're just going to go ahead and get that off the screen there. And you'll notice that I now have 594,000 coins with my ranked rewards. So if I go to customize and I go to classes, say for like my brawler, for instance, and I go to my skill cards, well, they're completely blank. I'll have to quit and reload my game because that number definitely isn't right. But to explain it as best as possible, I had well over 200,000 coins worth of duplicate cards that I could scrap. That would be automatically scrapped. But in this update, the retroactive scrapping cap is 100,000 coins. And that's where I feel like it's a real slap in the face. And then, of course, the ranked bonus, which is why I went up to the 594,000. Now, for people who had less than the 100,000 retroactive scrap thing with the coins, it's really not that bad. They're like, oh, okay, you know, I got it. It is what it is. But there's people that have played this game that have hundreds of thousands or even millions worth of coins. And they're just getting shafted by it. So I'm really, really upset at the way that they did this scrapping system, because scrapping duplicate cards existed in the base game of Gears 4 since launch. It really should have existed in the base game of Gears 5 since launch, but it didn't. They waited almost 2 years to put it in, and then in that amount of time, they put a really annoying setup where you don't even get credit for all of your promotionals, or not promotional, but all of your duplicate cards across all of your characters. So, yeah, very, very upset about that. And, I mean, to each his own on that matter. Let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think it's a slap in the face to the players that have been playing the game for quite a bit of time, maybe even since it first launched. But, you know, what can just one person do about it? Now, like I said, I will have to reload my game so I can show you some of the new stuff, because it's just not loading properly. But let's go ahead and move on to some of the really new things, specifically with PvP. So PvP got some big changes. And some of the modifiers that you could use in campaign are now usable in custom matches, which is really cool. Quick play has remained the same, so you still have your classic free-for-all and co-op versus AI. Obviously, there's the new weekly event, the one-shot, one-kill, with the exploding headshot, but you can't melee, so that's kind of annoying. And now, ranked is no more. So, ranked has been switched over to competitive now. And you'll notice that there's 5 different default categories. There's no more King of the Hill. So you have Control, which is like King of the Hill 2.0, Team Deathmatch, Free for All 8 players, 2v2 Nashers, and Guardian. Those are the modes that you can play in. And if we go ahead, we'll just use Control for an example, and we go to Leaderboards and Rewards. So there's already people with millions of points earned, which in all honesty is kind of freaking crazy, but doesn't really surprise me. I don't know exactly how many points you can earn in a match, considering this update just went live and I just got back from work, but that just gives you a little bit of an idea. Now, with this, though, if you get 100,000 points, which should be really easy to do, you get some coins, some XP, and a mark. And if you reach 500,000 points, or 500,000 points, you get some more coins, some more XP, and you get the 500,000 mark. If you reach 1,000,000 points, you get the 3,000 coins, 15,000 XP, and a banner. And if you reach, quote, Master, which is, I really don't like how it's done. This is the other 5% that I like, but I don't like at the same time. If you finish in the top 1,000 players for the respective game mode in competitive, you'll get 5,000 coins, 20,000 XP, and the heroic obsidian weapon skin. Now, I can't really show you that heroic skin because, it is just, it's sexy. That's all I'm gonna say. I hate the verses in this game, but that skin set is sexy, and I am a little salty that it is the top 1,000 in the world, because I probably don't stand a shot in hell of getting that, but we'll see. I'll test that further, and then I'll leave a comment and see how easy it is to earn points. Now, the loadout is different for each category, so if you want all 19 weapon skins for the heroic obsidian set, you are going to have to finish in the top 1,000 in the world for every single set, for every single mode. That means you're going to have to do Control, Team Deathmatch, Free-for-All, 2v2 Nashers, and Guardian. And the Free-for-All one locks the precision weapons behind that. So if you want the long shot, the torque bow, the M-bar, and the Marxa, you're going to have to do the free-for-all, which can be really annoying. If you want the power weapon set, you're going to have to do your 2v2 Nashers. If you want Guardian, or the other, like, half of the power weapon set, you're going to have to do Guardian. If you want the loadout set, like the Lancer, Nasher, Snub, Talon, and the Bolthawk, you're going to have to do Control. And Team Deathmatch is going to offer you the assault rifle set. So, it's just, like I said, if you really like PvP, I think overall it's a better change than default ranked. But at the same side of the coin, limiting it to the skins for only the 1,000 players is definitely a little bit on the frustrating side. No changes to campaign, obviously. There's still the normal daily challenge Hive. They have this new thing, HORDE tile maps, where you can play HORDE Frenzy on the 3 new HORDE tile maps for Op 7. And then, of course, you can go in and host. So there's 3 new PvE maps. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the PvE side of things, which unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to restart the game because it doesn't want to load the map. Okay, no, there we go. Whew. It's just being a little bit on the annoying side. But we've got 3 new PvE maps specifically, and we don't have access to them yet. But we can play Afira. Afira is the new map. That's the new PvP map. You can play Horde on it in a private match if you want to do so. As you can see, the rest of the maps are the regular maps, but you can play the Horde Frenzy for the new maps on the Horde Tile Maps playlist, which that should last for 2 weeks, and then we're supposed to be able to play those maps in custom games as well, which that's when you'll get your masters on it. As for Escape, well, we still have no new Escape maps. They're probably not going to, at this point, like, ever make any, which really sucks. But we do have the new daily challenge and the new weekly challenge. Now, the last little bit of stuff is changes to classes. So I will show you what all is new with the classes in just a second. Okay, here we go. We loaded back up the game. Sorry about that. Whenever they do a new update, there's always bugs, and unfortunately, one of the bugs right now is with the character class skill cards. Your skill cards are blank. And even restarting the game does not fix this. But what I wanted to show with that was the duplicate cards. As I mentioned, the duplicates would cap out at 100k. That's what they have even in their patch notes. I seem to have gotten a little bit more than that, but I should have had between 200 and 400,000 in Gears coins in just the value of my duplicates, but I only got 100k. And then I got the coins from playing in ranked. Anyways, I hope they fix the issue with these cards, because whether you go to customization or you go to Horde or you go to Escape, for many people, you can't actually see your cards. What I wanted to talk about, though, is changes to the classes. Now, I'm really excited about this one, and I do have to actually test it out, but the Mechanics Ultimate has been vastly improved. So now, instead of summoning the really annoying, useless little tracker balls, your ultimate ability is you summon a powerful mounted turret. And that actually sounds pretty darn cool. Obviously, there's questions of, like, how long does it last for? How much damage does it do? How often can you use it? And then, of course, the change to the Bloody Balls, which is now Shredder rounds, where the turret does a specific percentage of bleeding damage. So there will be a big question as to whether or not that card is actually going to be worth running, but it adds a new element to the mechanic. The other thing is the Architect, Protector, Slugger, and Striker have all had minor tweaks to it. One of the most notable tweaks to the Protector is they now have the passive ability changed to be more in line with Blade Master. Passive ability being heal for 50% of bleeding damage dealt and resist 30% of melee damage. There's also been changes to the skill cards to increase the Bloody Blade to 130% damage, increase the Nasher mod to 60% damage, increase the kills within distance from 3 to 5 meters, increase drop shield duration, reduce the time needed for the regenerative field to kick in, and rewrite the wording on that card to be more accurate. Architect has had further tweaks to its cards to make them a little bit more useful. Slugger has had a lot of cards changed quite a bit. Power Shot has been changed to now be just ballistic rounds in general, not weapon specific. Grenade proficiency is now a thing where your grenade damage is increased and the explosive radius is increased. Lethal Penetrations is a changed card which allows you to plant grenade traps. And then that's it. So Slugger is like a solid grenade class now. No heavy weapon bonus, which is, I never was a big fan of that class, but that's a thing. There was some tweaks here to the Striker class as well, just to improve it a little bit. But still, as far as like Horde goes, I'm not very excited about either of those classes. The only one that I like is the update to Protector. There's also an update that I'm not really a big fan of, which is the Tactician. So obviously the passive ability on it is anyone who kills your marked target gains 5 seconds of ultimate recharge. The increased duration for the ultimate is not there for Horde. Most of the cards, though, do work the same ability, so I'm going to have to test this and see how fast the explosive venom, or not explosive venom resupply, but the resupply is as far as the perk in-game. But Tactician did receive a nerf. Otherwise, most of the cards have stayed, they've pretty much stayed the same for the Tactician. Nothing really changed there. A few minor other tweaks in Horde, like lambent enemies, have now been added to the game. Flashbangs have been added to the Fabricator, so you can now buy those from the Fabricator as well. And that's pretty much about it as far as the basic cards. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out the exact changes for every single card in the game. You can. They also fixed some bugs, graphic bugs, and other bugs issues specifically with the Lambent. So now we'll see the Lambent in there. And they've reduced non-boss health Warden spawns from 15,000 HP to 10,000 HP. And they also fixed an issue in Escape that would prevent certain enemies from occasionally not spawning. Plus, it says fixed an issue on the Blight, the Clock, and the Trap, where custom door functionality was not working correctly. Now, that is the only one that I am really not sure of what the heck they mean by it. So, your guess is as good as mine. It'll require further testing. They may have made the maps more difficult, or who knows exactly what that's about. Also, I know you guys are waiting for this. We have a new Tour of Duty. So with the new Tour of Duty comes a new medal set. And we're going to go ahead and check out the Tour of Duty rewards. It's pretty much the same basic thing. You have the Path loadout set, or weapon skin set, which is cool. Obviously, more coins. Drill Instructor Clayton, the same amount of iron. You also have the Submerged set. You have Hollow Storm Sam. That's kind of a cool character, and a cool outfit there. You also now have some better rewards like the Venom Burn set, which is a pretty cool looking set. So that's part of the Tour of Duty here. Some expressions, some marks, iron and coins. You get Crimson Scourge. You get a few little expressions, and then if you reach General, you get the Regenerating Ukon. Now, Ukon is a Gears Tactics character, and basically he's got, like, I won't spoil it for people, but kind of looks like he's Lambent. So, pretty cool looking skin. I really wish they would do more of the hero skins, not the villain skins, because the villain skins are only usable in PvP. As for a medal group, we have the basics. The medals are easier than basically ever before. Basics is just revive, executions, eliminations, headshot kills, and damage dealt. This is, of course, across all and any game mode with a reward of 2,000 coins. Super easy. You have Into the Jungle. This playlist is worth 3,000 coins. Complete 200 rounds or versus waves. Acts of Escape, easy. Executions with the Nasher, easy. Get 50 downs, get 20 kills with the long shot, 15 kills as the leader in versus Guardian matches. That one's a little bit harder to do, but if you got a few people to play with, it should be relatively easy. Get 100 assists in versus matches. That's easy. Get the first kill 10 times in versus matches. That's also easy. Which we'll be testing some things here because I want to showcase one of the updates I'll mention in a second. Top of the food chain, double kills in versus, ring breaks in versus, executions in versus, explosive kills, 5,000 points or more in 25 competitive versus matches. That one could be a little bit frustrating to get, and win a free-for-all match in competitive versus. I don't know why they have to keep doing these really annoying ass medals that force you into competitive, specifically free-for-all, but it is very, very annoying, and I wish those medals would stay all in one playlist instead of mixed about. Weapons, another 2,000 coins, drop shot lancer, torque bow, Nasher, hammer burst, and bolt hawk, all super easy. For escape, it's the same basic one. Survive 50 acts, get 1,000 eliminations. Survive 10 acts as Gabe, Sid, or Michaela. That's easy if you have those characters. Survive 30 acts of escape as combat medic, mechanic, robotics expert, or tactician. Easy. Get 100 headshots. Easy. Get 30 boss eliminations. Easy. Escape 10 hives on master difficulty. Easy. Horde, survive 150 waves of Horde, 6 million damage, 200 eliminations, survive 60 waves of Horde as Hannah or Cole, 200 Locust eliminations, 50 waves of Horde on insane difficulty or higher on Aterium Command or Turbine, which are the 3 new tile maps that you'll be able to play in 2 weeks in private games. Get 30 boss elims, get 3,000 eliminations. Super easy. Versus, win 10 quick play matches, win 25 matches as the Cog, win 25 matches as the Swarm, revive 50 teammates, get 5,000 eliminations, 100 ring captures in versus, and 1.5 million damage in versus. Really easy now. Now, the competitive versus playlist. This is where all of the medals, I believe, should be that force you into competitive, but they always put one in a different category to be annoying. Win 20 competitive matches, get 200 eliminations in competitive matches, win 15 rounds of versus competitive 2v2, win 10 rounds in competitive control, win 20 rounds in competitive guardian matches, and get 100 eliminations in competitive free-for-all matches. Those are all relatively easy to do. Nothing really too terrible there, with, of course, another one coming soon. And then versus events, win 50 rounds in the weekly events, get 250 eliminations, get 10 executions, get 30 headshots, complete 100 rounds, and win 10 matches. Also pretty easy, especially with the starting event being one shot, one kill with the explosive headshot on. Should be relatively easy to get your 30 headshots done. There's also a playlist with medals specific to exploding OSOC, or one shot, one kill. Complete 5 matches, get 100 eliminations, and win 5 matches. The elims will probably be the most difficult part because, well, there's no melee for that. If you do it, you get 3,000 coins. It's not worth me making a separate video on that because it's one shot, one kill. So just simply use the tips that I had in my bunny hunt video if you want to get that done easy. Now, the relic weapon set. This is a set that I've been waiting for them to actually release the skins for. And this is for the Horde Frenzy on tile map. So you've got 2 weeks to do this. You have to do 3 million damage in Horde Frenzy, collect 500,000 power in Horde Frenzy event, win 1 match on Aterium, Turbine, and Command in the Horde Frenzy event, and get 20 Warden eliminations in the Horde Frenzy event. So, obviously, you could simply play on beginner difficulty, run right through them, and then run the maps again on Master when you have the ability to do them on Private, because unfortunately, A, with the skill cards not working correctly right now, B, with the fact you can only play the maps on default Incon, you won't get your Master's checkmark for the tile map, so I would suggest playing on beginner. Now, the last thing that I wanted to go over is how we can do things differently now. So get 7 ring captures in versus, get 10 headshot kills, all these daily Tour of Duty objectives, all of these medals, all of this stuff can now be done in custom versus matches, unless it specifically says competitive. So let's pick a versus match here. 50 teammates, 5,000 elims. We can't do the competitive one, but let's just do... Trying to see one that would be annoying. So let's keep our eye on efficient. Get 20 double kills, and determined. Get 5 ring breaks in a single versus match. We're also supposed to earn time stars and all of that fun stuff for playing in the custom matches. So if you want to do a custom match, what you do is you go to custom online. You can host private or host public. Set it up however you want, and you are still supposed to earn XP, stars, all of that fun stuff. So let's make it relatively easy. We are going to move to this slot and then lock the slot. You can change, of course, all the different stuff with, like, the game type, whether you want the esports playlist or the regular weapon tuning. You can literally change all of that. You can go King of the Hill, Guardian, you name it. Like I said, you can do whatever you want. So we'll just do King of the Hill options, 1 round to win, 180 points. We'll drop the ring score down, drop the respawn time down, and I always do weapon after pickup. You can substitute weapons if you want, make it a public lobby, change the public name, all that fun stuff. Weapon substitutions now also include, you can use the custom event weapons, the cluck shot, the Cupid's torque bow. There's all of those things that you can use. You can use the pipe now. You can use the Scorcher, obviously, the snow shot, the breaker mace, all the regular weapons. Let's use a skin here that looks good. We'll use the Krampus skin here, and we're just gonna run through it real quick. So I need to get 5 breaks in a single game, and we also need to get 7 ring captures in versus for a daily, so that's perfect. Plus 10 headshot kills and 5 kills with grenades. So we're going to go ahead and test this out right here, right now, live on the recording, just to make sure that this aspect of the Op 7 update actually works.
Claim this human territory for yourselves.
I'll try to make this as quick as possible. Now, also as a heads up, because I get this question all the time, the skins that I'm using are the Arid Gale weapon skins, and you got the Arid Gale weapon skins by placing in the top 1% for the, like, new escape maps back in Op 1 and Op 2. Unfortunately, the bots aren't going to be super cooperative, but we're just going to try and let those bots go ahead and cap. And hopefully they'll go ahead and cap the ring so that we can break the ring and get what we need done. because we need ring captures. Unfortunately, like I said, bots can be rather of a pain when it comes to doing that specific type of stuff, so just bear that in mind. And then what I'll do is I'll back off so that hopefully the bot on my team dies, and they'll break the ring and I can get another ring capture, because I need 7 total. And if you look right now, get 5 kills with grenades, that's tracking, I'm at 3 of 5. Get 7 ring captures, I'm at 2 of 7. So I can tell you for certainty that the dailies, the active Tour of Duty objectives, those are definitely tracking. Now, I cannot tell you for certainty if the medals are tracking until we go ahead and finish this match. But it's always offered the ability to play in a custom lobby, and in the custom lobby, you've always been able to earn progression towards your achievements for getting so many kills, so much damage dealt, all of that stuff, but you've never been able to make any Tour of Duty, profile XP, or anything of that nature. You've never been able to make any progress on. So, it's very, very unique now that you can play in a custom lobby and still make progression on your dailies. I probably shouldn't have locked the 1 bot slot, because it would have made it easier. The bots on the enemy team are always more aggressive when they outnumber you, so it's definitely harder to get those ring caps sometimes. Like, once you die, it's pretty much, it's a really, really big fight for that ring. But if you want to farm kills for the medals, then you can do so this way. And of course, like I said, we're trying to do our daily Tour of Duty objectives as well without actually having to go in and play the co-op versus AI game mode. So now I just need 1 more grenade kill. And I missed with my shot. That's terrible. Like I said, bots sometimes can be a pain. %. It's alright. We'll get our ring cap here. Of course, we only need 180 points to win, so that is a little more frustrating because the bots will go for these ring caps. There we go. We got that one. I'm going to back off and hopefully let the bots get that cap. Technically, the bot only needs to break the ring, but like I said, sometimes they're not exactly very helpful in that department. So we're at 5 of 7 ring captures in versus. Once this match ends, that should complete it as far as the medal. Gonna go ahead and that's number 6. We need revives and verses, so I'll sacrifice myself to grab that revive as well. I need 1 more grenade kill. Which I'll just go ahead and get this ring cap so that completes the daily. Because I'm trying to end the round or the game quickly so we can go back to the menu and check the medal list just to verify that we actually are getting completion percentage. Now, as you see right there, we have the active tour of duty objective that popped up. So I can say with absolute certainty the active tour of duty objective does track.
Good work.
Bots are really annoying with their hyper accuracy though. Like, sometimes they don't even have to be looking right at you to hit you.
Become my children.
So obviously we still earn ribbons now, and you can earn time stars for this. It doesn't count, of course, towards competitive, but let's go ahead and check the medals and see if any of those medals actually tracked. Now, on my tour of duty objectives, you see I got the 5 kills with grenades, and I got the 7 ring captures and versus done. So that's something that I really like. There's the 2 tour of duties, which obviously gave us a level in the tour of duty. So we got 2,000 coins. The 20 double kills in versus matches, we're at 7 of 20 on. Get 5 ring breaks in a single versus match. I don't know exactly why we're at 3 of 5 on that progression, so let's go ahead and check under the complete medal category. It is a very common problem with this game whenever a new medal group comes out. A lot of times it's very buggy, to say the least. Case in point with the game taking longer to load right now. Case in point with the skill cards just not even being present. So there's no way that you can see what cards you have, change the cards that you have equipped, or anything of that nature, which I really hope they get that fixed soon, because that is a absolutely awful issue. And of course, you can still re-roll 1 tour of duty objective for free without any cost. So now you can see in my tour of duty, we've completed Recruit 1. We got those 2,000 coins. We're working on Recruit 2. Obviously, this is going to take longer to do because I do not have Boost, and I will not be trading in my iron for Boost, but that's neither here nor there. So if we look, executions, we have an execution, we have 1 revive, we got 27 on the kills medal, we have the damage dealt, we have the round completions, we have the double kills, we have get 5 ring breaks in a single versus match. Unfortunately, we only got 3 of 5 on that one. That's why it's at 3 of 5 and didn't actually pop up. So I'll get that in a different one. But the point is I got progression on it. So we know for a fact that you can do these medals as long as it doesn't say competitive. Because obviously the competitive you have to do in a competitive playlist. Damage with the Nasher and all that. You can see even the really annoying one where you had to win matches as the Swarm. That one you can do in custom matches too, because I've got 1 win, 1 of 25 there. So the medals are even easier than they were before to get done, the only exception being the ones that you have to do in competitive. And at least when it comes to the competitive playlist, there is no longer a buy-in. It is simply play the game, earn points. The more points you get, the better off you are. And of course, you can also inspect a player. You can see how many matches they've won for the season, how many they've lost, the number of rounds they played, if they've gotten any disconnects, the number of kills that they've done. And like this person, average points per match. This is the number 1 person at the moment. They've played 9 matches. They have won 6 of the 9 matches and lost 3. In those 9 matches, they've earned 139 kills, 121 assists, 83 downs, 87 deaths, 9 revives, and that has net them a average points per match of 424,080. Which is pretty crazy. I'll have to check exactly how many points you get, but if you can get, even if you could get 200,000 points in a single match without a buy-in, by the time the season's over, almost anyone should have no problem reaching the 1,000,000 points earned. I'll, of course, have to do more testing on that to make sure that there isn't some sort of exploit that's being used. Well, some sort of glitch that's being exploited, I should say. Yeah, there might be some sort of mechanic that's being exploited to get more points, because, like, this dude, he's played more matches and only has an average of 151,000 points per match, even though he has more kills, more assists. He does have more deaths, so KD and win-loss ratio may come into play, but I'll have to go and get more information on that before I can really comment. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a little bit longer than normal because we had a whole heck of a lot of stuff to cover. Like I mentioned in the beginning, if you did enjoy the video, help me out. Go ahead and smash that like button on any of the videos that you find to be helpful. And, of course, share the video with your friends, as that greatly helps me out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube. I'm not sure what's going on with my coins, by the way. As a heads up, I'm just going to put this here at the end of the video because, as you all seen, my cards were not showing up. They were not loading in. I've been on this for about a half an hour. But there's some really weird stuff going on right now, because my cards didn't show up at all. Now my cards are back again, including my duplicates. Like, my duplicates are back, but also my coin count went up to 851,000, which would be more accurate for the amount of duplicates that I had. But then some of my classes don't have any cards equipped at all. And my bullet chain was level 5. Now my bullet chain is back to level 1. The same thing here, like my anchor just got completely screwed. I don't know what is going on here. My bullet chain was at level 5. In Your Face was at level 6. Now both of those cards are at level 1. Same thing with Heads Up. Heads Up was at level 6. Now it's at level 1. This is really weird. Like, my anchor just got completely screwed over, and some of my cards just reset to 1 for no reason at all. Wow. Okay, so I have it on recording. Let me make sure I go and look at all of my classes, because most of my classes I had all level 6 cards across the board for. It seems like right now just the anchor's cards are broke. I still have all of my duplicates, so I don't know what is going on with that. Anchor's cards just broke for me. Blade Master was fine. Brawler's fine. As you can see, I have hundreds of duplicate cards. Like, you know, my Blade Dancer's still at level 5 there. I'll only be 2 more seconds. Brawler's fine. Gunner's. Yeah, see, we've got the same problem here with Gunner. Randomly. Practice Every Day. This card was at level 6. Flash Freeze. This card was at level 6. Now they're reduced to level 1 with only 12 duplicates. What the bloody hell is going on? So Gunner's got broken cards. Anchor's got broken cards. Pilot seems to be okay. Veteran seems to be okay. I'm almost afraid to log in and try and do anything on this game right now because I don't know what the heck is going on. My cards for Jack. It's like my cards for everything except for Anchor and Gunner. Oh, wow. And now I'm like really lagging going through the menu. Oh, good God, my robotics expert. All of my cards are unequipped for my robotics expert. Yep, and we've got problems here with the cards on robotics expert. So, Global Century upgrade. This was at level 6. I mean, as you can see, just look at my video, Best Baird build. You'll see the card was at level 6. All my other green cards are at level 6. You're telling me I got this character to level 20 and never got a single duplicate of Global Century upgrade? What kind of absolute malarkey is that? So yeah, the game's just randomly unequipping my cards and resetting my card rank back to 0. What the hell is going on? Let's check Architect. I hope they fix that, because I am pissed right now. Okay, the promotional classes I didn't do that much with. Wow. Alright, so, what we have going on here is my robotics expert, all the cards were unequipped from, and one card was reduced to level 1 for I have no idea what reason. Gunner, the cards were still left equipped, however, 2 of the green cards were reduced to level 1 for I have no idea what reason. Anchor, all of my cards were unequipped on. However, the bullet chain card and the in-your-face card, as well as the heads-up card, were also all reduced to level 1. So there is definitely a major screw-up in this update, and I hope they can get it fixed. Otherwise, I will be submitting a support ticket, because at this point, I don't feel like playing this game right now with... Yeah, that kind of killed it for me with my cards getting reset like that. I was, like I said, 70% excited. You know, it's great that we can scrap duplicates. It's great that we can have an updated PvP. It's great we have new maps for PvE. Like, only 30% disappointed, not agreeing with the 100k coin cap. Not agreeing with the no new achievements or no new escape, and not agreeing with the skins being tied to only the top 1,000 in the world for versus. But now, to have my cards just disappearing and unupgrading themselves, yeah, they need to get this fixed. So, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and go ahead and share the video. Post it on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's FNUSA57 at FNUSA57. So, thanks for watching, my fellow Gears. Until next time, stay frosty.